Hello friends, this is Darkscream and welcome back to another weekly vault. So this week we've decreased the quantity of our vaults in exchange for increasing the quality. We spent a little more time in some harder content. So we'll only be doing 3 characters. We've got the Druid, the Resto and Balanced Druid. We've got the Holy and Shadow Priest, and we have our Ret Paladin, of course. And fun bonus fact of the week, if you have the Fire Cat and you have the Disgusting Oozling, you can make a green Fire Cat. So we'll do these 3 characters and we'll have some sim talk at the end, as usual, if that's your interest. Alrighty, let's take a look. We're going to set our spec to Resto. We're going to /pray before we open that vault. Here we go. Alright, Druid has 3 normal mode drops from the vault. We got a bracer upgrade, potentially pretty good. A leg upgrade, we don't want this, that's where our legendary goes. And a belt, we also don't want this, that's where our unity goes. Bracers it is for this casual druid. Next up, we've got the priest, sometimes shadow, mostly holy. And let's see what we get. What's it gonna be? The priest went to heroic this week, heroic raid. Alright, we got a wrist that is a greater upgrade. We got a legs that is less of an upgrade that we're obviously just going to turn into tier. Yep, that's the choice. And we got a transmog. They look okay, I guess. Nothing special. Alright, on to the last character. Alright, next up, the Paladin. Now, before I pick the vault, I did want to discuss some viewer comments. Now, a few people were asking about some of my trinket selections. So you can see that at that time we had the Titanic Ocular Gland and the Eye of Command. Now, people were surprised I did not take the 304 Celia's secret technique and telling me, well, if I wasn't going to clear Mythic raids, I may as well take the Celia's secret technique. It would be worse than a heroic sigil, and it would be worse than a heroic old warrior's soul. So right there, right at face value, you can see Celia's secret technique is a B tier trinket for Ret at this point. There's actually an even better trinket that you can get. Blizzard went ahead and buffed this stun grenade. It is massive. It is a massive upgrade. This is going to be 600 DPS over my Titanic Ocular Gland. And secret technique is only going to be 7 DPS more than my Titanic Ocular Gland. They want me to buff them, which... this isn't classic, boys. That's not the kind of paladin I am. Now, another question I got is, why don't I sim multi-target when I go for my vault pick? And the reason is really simple, and I can kind of show I've proven the theory here by actually going ahead and simming 3 different legendaries on 1 target, 2 target, 3 target, 5 target, 10 target, and using the experimental dungeon slice, which I don't really trust, but still put it there for a data point. So basically, I want more mastery no matter what legendary or spec I'm using, which is why I don't bother simming it for the video, because it's not the best video content either. Most people skip the sim part, if I'm being honest. If you are curious about what I found out here, though, basically Final Verdict is a single target legendary, Vanguard's Momentum's kind of a middle ground legendary, Tempest of the Lightbringer is the AoE legendary, so Tempest, obviously better in multi-target scenarios. Final Verdict, obviously better in single-target scenarios. But what we were looking to find out with these sims was, what's the difference, and is it worth it to use Vanguard's Momentum as a sort of middle ground in M+, where you can't necessarily count on any one of these sims being correct. You might have 1 target, 1 pull, you might have 5 targets the next pull, right? It's the magic of dungeons. So, long story short, this sim helped me kind of validate what is on guides that this is good as a middle ground legendary. That's the purpose of sims, right? Taking a look at something and seeing if it actually works out the way that you've been told. Anyway, you boil this all down, you can see that while the actual numbers for each secondary stat would change how much DPS it results in, the sim and stat priority works out pretty much the same. That said, this week we actually got a lot of upgrades. We went ahead and did Mythic Raid. We've got a few drops, so we were very, very fortunate. And the stun grenade, as well as a gavel, so we're good to go. Now I know what you're all here for. You're here for this fat vault. Let's see what we get. Interesting. Okay, so we got a trinket that we probably don't want. We got a cloak that we probably don't want. We got legs that we probably don't want. We got a very nice bracer with a socket. We got Mechagon boot, and we got a ring that we already have. I think we gotta go with the socket bracer. We might just not move our Unity to bracer. That might be what we're doing. Again, my name's Darkscream, and this has been my weekly Vault video. If you've enjoyed it, consider subscribing for more. Check out these other videos I made this week. Thanks for watching. Peace!